Hi guys, happy Saturday. It is the 28th of September today, the first day of the Create Your Own Readathon. I really didn't have a complete goal in mind for this weekend. I just want to try and finish, keep up with my reading for the weekend so I can get everything done by Monday. That is my goal because Monday, of course, is the last day of September. So it's been a busy day as per usual. I went out to bingo this morning with my mom and my aunt because it was my mom's birthday on Thursday. And we go anyway, so it's not like we need a special occasion. But because my aunt came, that was kind of like, she doesn't generally come. She comes about maybe once a month or so. So anyway, sorry for that noise outside. Somebody sounds like they're moving in and or out. I don't know what they're dragging around the parking lot, but it's really loud, isn't it? So the joys of living in an apartment complex, you guys. So anyway, we did win, which was kind of nice. So then I did some running around on my way home, and I've just been home. I've just had some lunch. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I stopped at Tim Hortons and I got Garrett a wrap. He hasn't been feeling very well over the last few days, so his stomach's been off. But he's actually been able to eat, which is great. So his stomach's a little bit better, but he's really tired and he's running a fever and stuff. So he's obviously got some sort of a cold. But anyway, I got him a wrap and I had soup. I do love the chicken noodle soup from Tim Hortons. And I also got a chocolate chip cookie that I'm going to eat when I am done filming this little clip. While I was doing my running around, I was listening to my audiobook, which was Christmas on Cedar Trail, I think it was, or Snowfall on Cedar Trail by Annie Raines. I think it's the third book in the series. I can't remember the name of the series off the top of my head, but this was a review book. I enjoyed it. I finished it while I was doing my running around on audio, and it was, I'd say about a 3.5-star rating, maybe. I'll talk about this more. You guys will actually see my full review for this book before you'll see this vlog, because I'm going to record my reviews tomorrow. And I finished 6 books this week, you guys. Not too shabby. So anyway, about 3.5 stars. It was enjoyable. I found some of the things wrapped up relatively easily, which, I always like a bit more conflict. And this one had conflict in spades, but yet it all just seemed to wrap itself up very, very quickly. So my plan for the rest of the day is I plan on sitting here on the couch. I've got lots of booktube to catch up on. I'm going to do some reading, going to do some knitting. I like to watch a video and then do a little bit of reading and watch a video, and you know what I mean? It's just, that's what I find enjoyable. But anyway, like I said, not a lot of, I don't necessarily have a goal for the Create Your Own Readathon this weekend, let's put it that way. Other than, like I said, keeping up with the book. So the book I'm currently reading is Autumn Alibi by Jennifer David Hess. I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm about a quarter of the way through it. My goal is to finish it by Monday. So I still got a couple days. Today, Sunday, and Monday. Tomorrow I have really no plans. Because Garrett's sick, I don't have to take him into work tonight or pick him up tomorrow. So I can stay up a little bit later tonight, which is always nice because I don't have to get up at 6 in the morning to go pick him up from work. And then so I'll come home tomorrow morning. I want to film my videos for this week. I've just got the review video and I've got to film the special announcement video that you guys will have actually also already seen, because this is not going to go up till Thursday, because I want that video to post on the 1st, which is Tuesday. And then later on at night, about 6 o'clock, we're going to go out for dinner for my mom's birthday, a belated birthday dinner. My mom set it for the Sundays for all of us to get together because of Garrett's work schedule, and that's the day that he's off. But we didn't know at the time that he wasn't going to be feeling well, so I hope he's feeling up to coming out. Like I told him, I said, you don't have to have anything necessarily to eat, you can just have some soup or something like that. You don't have to have a big meal and make yourself ill. My dad's also sick too. I was talking about him on my Friday Reads video, but he's caught a cold. So, his immune system isn't the greatest right now with the chemo treatment. So, it's really kind of hitting him hard. And he was saying yesterday he slept for 3 hours, got up and had dinner, and then ended up going back to bed for you know what I mean? So the poor guy, I hope he starts to feel better soon, because there's nothing like being sick, and, especially when you're already going through some rather crappy, treatments and stuff like that. So, and I appreciate all your guys' thoughts and prayers. A lot of you mentioned that in your comments on my Friday read, so I really do appreciate that. The whole family does, so thank you. But anyway, I've got some knitting to do on a baby sweater, and I've got some knitting to do on my own sweater. I was talking to my friends yesterday, and I'm like, I would like to get the sweater done by the time I leave for my trip in 3 weeks, but I don't see myself getting it done. I mean, I can knit on it as much as I want to, or as much as I can, but I don't want to burn myself out on it. So, if I get it done in time, great. If I don't, great. I will have a sweater to wear this winter, essentially. So it is what it is. I'm not too worried about it, and yeah, so anyway, that's about it, you guys. Just a quick little update on what is going on, and I'll talk to you in my next clip. Bye, guys. Hi guys, it is Saturday night. Apologies for the bad lighting and the bad angle, and I'm sure all those other things. I am in the Walmart parking lot, and I wanted to chat with you guys before I completely forgot to do so, because I have a book complaint that I need to make. I came to Walmart to do my groceries. You guys know I like to come to Walmart to do my groceries. I'm by myself. Gear Bear is, he's still not, like I was saying earlier, he's sick. So he's at home, and that's fine. I was just picking up a few things and what have you. Oh, that's a little bit better. That guy's rear lights in my eyes. And anyway, of course, I had to stop and look at the books. And because I did win a little bit of money at bingo this afternoon, I'm like, I'm going to buy myself a couple new books. So I don't know about your Walmart or how much the prices are where you guys are or what have you, but we have 2 paperbacks for $15. Or you can get 3 Harlequins for $15. But I decided to go ahead and get two mass markets for $15. And that's quite a deal because typically they're $9.99 or $10.99 a piece. So, I looked at my bill afterward and I saved, I think, $6 because they show you the multi discount, and I saved $6. So that's like almost a whole book right there. But anyway, they had a whole row of just like Christmas contemporary romances, and I'm like, oh, that's my favorite thing ever. So I went and I was looking, and I'm like, ooh, Nancy Ningle. I really like her. I read one by her last year. I've got one from her this year to read from NetGalley. I think I'm reading it this month or in October. Super, super excited about it. And I looked at this one. It was called The Christmas Shop. I'm like, that looks so cute, and the cover was so pretty. So add to cart. And then the other one I'll show you because I've got it right here. Hold on. Sorry, digging in the bag beside me with all the cat treats and body wash and things like that. Oh yeah, the other one I got was It Started With Christmas by Jenny Hale. This one I heard about, I've seen it, but I heard Brie talking about, who has a new booktube channel. She's back on booktube. I will leave her linked in the description box below. But she got this one in the mail, and I think she bought it from Amazon, and I saw it and I'm like, 2 for $15, I will take this one because I do like this author quite a bit, and I know her stuff is standalone, which is always great at the holidays, to read a good standalone novel that, you don't have to worry about it being part of a series or, stuff like that. So yeah, so I got that one, speaking of series books. But anyway, so I get to the checkout, and I've got the Nancy Ningle book, and I've got that one. And I'm at the checkout, and I'm looking at the books. It was a long lineup. Guys, it's 9 o'clock on Saturday night. How is everyone at the Walmart? They all must have had the same idea as me. Oh, I'll go at like 8 o'clock because nobody will be there. We all had the same idea. Anyway, so it was a long lineup, and I was waiting for a bit because, of course, they only have like half the tellers open. And I mean, yeah, they have the to scan the stuff through yourself, like the self-checkout, but I had way more than 20 items. So anyway, I'm standing there, and I'm like looking at the books, and like I pull the one up on the Nancy Ningle one up on Goodreads, and it lists that I've read it already. I'm like, I've not read this book. This book does not look familiar to me at all, because if it's an author I know, I tend to not read the book, what the book is about. I will be completely honest, you guys, and I really shouldn't start doing that. Because I saw the cover, and I'm like, I've only read one book by her, and I know it wasn't this one. And it's like, I've already read it, and I like, how have I already read it? So I grab the book out of my cart, and I read the back of it, and I go, son of a gun. Okay, so I understand when a book goes from hardcover to mass market, or to, yeah, mass market paperback, they oftentimes change the cover design. I totally get that. Don't change the title too. When I read it last year, it was called Dear Santa. Now it's called The Christmas Shop. That is completely different. If you're going to change the title, like maybe the title wasn't working in hardback or what have you, put a note underneath saying previously published as. Like, is this really that big a deal? So, like, luckily I looked, or else I would have bought a book I've already read, which, you know, in retrospect is not that big a deal. But if I'm going to get a copy of a book I've already read, I want it in the edition that I read it, not in the edition I read it in, because I read it as an ebook. But, like, I would go and buy, like, the little hardback that came out last year of it. Do you know what I'm saying? I was so mad, so I ended up getting out of line. I went back to the books because I put it down and I'm like, okay, I'm just not going to buy that one. I'll just buy the Jenny Hale book. And I'm like, but it's 2 for $15. So of course I got out of line, went over, and I grabbed another book. So what book did I get? Speaking of books in series, as I was saying, I picked up the new Jill Shalvis, you guys. I got wrapped up in you. The new Heartbreaker Bay. I'm not up to this one yet. The one I have to read next is a Christmas book, so I will be reading it in December. It's called Hot Winter Nights, but I've got this one now, so I will have it to read. I'll probably get to it by next Christmas, because there is another book in between that is non-holiday. So, but guys, you very rarely see this in contemporary romances. It's got a step back. Usually you do not see step backs in contemporaries. You see them mostly in historicals. So that was really fun when I saw that. But anyway, I am hungry. It's, like I said, 9 o'clock. I still haven't had dinner yet. After I talked to you guys last, I ended up having a nap because I just had lunch at like 2:30. So it's not that big a deal. We generally don't eat till much later anyway, but I'm going to go home and get some dinner. I think I might stop at McDonald's instead. There's the McDonald's inside the Walmart, but it's such a long lineup and I couldn't be bothered, and they don't have a full menu either, so, you know. Anyway, rants over. Well, this has been a slightly bookish vlog, but I will definitely talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi, guys. Happy Sunday. It is about 9:30 at night. Yes, I am coming to you a bit later on this this clip. It has been a very, very busy day. I got up and I filmed my videos for today, my weekly reviews, which are already up, like as of the time of me filming this, and my special video that you guys will have already seen about the book club announcement. I hope that you're super excited about it as I am. And then I went back out to bingo with my mom because we did win yesterday. And then I came home and I was home for about an hour or two, I guess, and I edited my my weekly reviews video. And then we went out for dinner. I went to dinner with my parents and my brother and sister-in-law and my niece and nephew and my aunt for my mom's birthday. That was on Thursday. So we all went out for dinner. That was nice. Garrett didn't join us because he's still not feeling the greatest. He's not been getting a lot of sleep and stuff. I think I mentioned that we were at the walk-in clinic on Friday night. He seems to be feeling better now. He's got a bit of an appetite back. So when I came home from that, we went back over to Walmart. That was 3 times to Walmart in 3 days. That's even a little excessive for me. And we picked up a couple other little things for him that he didn't mention to me when I was going grocery shopping yesterday. So anyway, because he really didn't have an appetite yesterday, so he didn't know what he wanted. So anyway, been home, I had my shower. I didn't wash my hair tonight, but I had my shower, and now I'm going to sit down with you guys, and I actually, to end this vlog, very exciting, I have an unboxing, you guys. I got book mail today on a Sunday. Canada Post delivered these from Harlequin. So that's pretty super spectacular. So yes, I placed a couple of Harlequin orders. So I'm going to kind of, I had my rant yesterday about that book. That was the same book I'd already read, but with a different title and a different cover. So today I want to discuss a few of my little issues with the Harlequin website, because I do have a couple of them, unfortunately, and I don't find personally that they're very user-friendly in a way. So before I get into the unboxing, I would love to order from Harlequin. I would order every Harlequin book from their website as opposed to going through Amazon. Every day of the week, I would go directly through them. They have deals and stuff like that that you guys would not believe. You know, I've been talking to a lot of other women on the, or a lot of other people, I should say, excuse me. Men and women are on the site, of course. On the Harlequin Connections Facebook group. I will leave a link to them in the description box below. I'm just a member. I don't, you know, I'm not like a moderator or anything at all like that. But I'm on there all the time. I love looking at they are very engaging. The moderators do an awesome, awesome job. And a lot of us were talking about where we buy our books from, because I think it started off that some people were saying that their local Walmarts or big box grocery stores don't sell them like they used to. And it's true. I've even noticed that at my own Walmart. They don't have all the lines. They, they only carry a select number of lines, and it's up to each individual store. So it's got nothing to do with Harlequin per se. But these people are asking, where do you get your books? And a lot of people were saying the Harlequin website, because they have amazing deals. Every Friday, there is another deal. Typically, it's like buy two, get one free. I mean, how can you say no to that? That's a great deal. And it's both for ebooks and print books, which is fantastic. And I would love, love, love to participate in those deals more often. But the fact of the matter is that because they are a Canadian website based out of Canada, they do not accept my Visa debit card because it's Canadian, and I don't know why. Now, if you're in the US and you have a Visa debit card, they will absolutely accept it, but for some reason, for Canada, they don't. So I'm very, very upset about that, because I would buy from them all the time. All the time, you guys. Like, at least I place probably an order a week, at least. I wish they would accept PayPal. It is my biggest gripe. I don't know what it takes for them to get set up on PayPal, but I don't see why they can't. I think it would be fantastic. They do free shipping on physical books over $20. At least that's what it is Canadian. I don't know what it is for the US. And the same as with ebooks. Like, I would buy all my ebooks through them, especially on those sales and deals, because what I really like about them with Amazon, for me in Canada, I don't know if it's the same for everybody else, but with ebooks, you cannot add a bunch of ebooks to your cart or Kindle books to your cart and then do a checkout on Amazon. You have to buy now every time. Whereas I would rather add a bunch of them and see what my total's at, and then like, oh, maybe I'll buy this one later. Do you know what I mean? Whereas you can absolutely do that on the Harlequin website. My other complaint about ebooks, and I love what they used to do with ebooks. You would buy them, they would go into your library, so you would sign in and you'd have your bookshelf, and you'd sign in and you'd go and there'd be your bookshelf and you could download the book. And what I would do is I would download it and I'd run it through this free program online called Calibre or Calibre. I don't know. Garrett pronounces it Calibre. I want to say Calibre, whatever. It doesn't matter. I think some of you might know what I'm talking about. And I'd run it through there and I'd convert it. You can use that use that download to convert it to a different document, from like an EPUB to a PDF. Or in my case, I would convert it to a MOBI file, MOBI, which allows me then to put it onto my Kindle. So then I could read it on my Kindle. Months ago, they now have a new app that you need to use called Bookshout. And it was working okay. It was a bit of a pain that if I wanted to read a Harlequin book from my bookshelf, I had to sign into this app on my tablet, because it's not available on my Kindle, like just my straight normal Kindle, not the Kindle Fire. The Kindle Fire, you have to specially download it. There's a certain way to do it. I don't know. And so on my Samsung tablet, I have to log on and then I can read the book. So it's a bit of a pain because I don't like reading on my Samsung. I've discussed it in a video that I did about a month or so ago about all my different e-readers and which are my favorite and which are not. It's just not my preferred reading method, let's put it that way. And then now they've done an update. So when I tried to log on the other day, I think it was like Friday or something like that, I tried to log on there and do something, and it forced me to update the app. I now can't read on it. It crashes, and it's not just me. I was looking at the reviews on Google Play, and everybody was complaining about the same thing. The app completely crashes every time you try and do anything. Like, it'll allow me to open the book. As soon as I read that one page and I go to turn the page, the app crashes and completely freezes, and I can't do anything. I wish they would go back to the old way that they did their ebooks. I thought it was so much better. So now I've kind of got all these points, and I don't like using them now to buy ebooks because I don't like the reading experience anymore. And now I use my points that I accumulate to buy physical books. So one of these boxes, the lighter one on the top here that I'm going to show you first, is one that I used my points for. The other box, I actually did get on one of the deals that they had. They had a deal, I think it was on the 24th. It might have been last Tuesday or last Wednesday. I can't remember what day it was. But they had 3 days of deals. I don't know what the first day was because I didn't see. But the second day was if you bought $20 worth of books, if you spent $20, you got $5 off. So that's a pretty cool deal. And then the last day's deal was buy 3 books, get 3 free. And yeah, I got in on that. Now, as I was saying, I cannot use my Visa debit card to pay for books, which a lot of you are probably saying, well, that sucks, but just use your credit card. We don't have one. We do not have credit. Not because we can't get it, because we don't want it. I have a Visa debit card. If we need to book a hotel, which I can do with that, absolutely no problem. I have never had a problem using it, except honest to goodness, you guys, the Harlequin website is the only one that will not accept it. Anywhere else that I go to buy things, I've never had a problem using it. So we don't have a credit card because I don't want one, and I don't want to get one just for the sole fact of going to buy stuff there. Now, what I might break down and do is, in a way to kind of put myself on a spending limit, is get one of those reloadable credit cards that you can get at like gas stations and stuff like that, and get that and just reload it with X number of dollars every month, and that's all I'm allowed to spend. Which is, it's a good idea, but then the fact of the matter is like, let's say my limit's $25, and I go to checkout and it comes to $25.25. Well, I now can't buy anything because do you know what I'm saying? Like, it would just be so much easier. Please use PayPal. Harlequin, if you're watching this, could you get on the PayPal bandwagon, please and thank you? So the other option that they do have, if you do not choose to use your credit card or what have you, is you can buy the books and they have a bill me option. So the bill me option, you get your order. So in this case, I got my order. There will be a receipt in here, like an invoice. And then I go onto the reader service website and I can pay either via credit card, which I don't have, or check or money order. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to report back. I will put another little clip at the end of this video and let you guys know if it worked or not. I have a feeling the reader service is actually based out of the US, so I might be able to use my Visa debit on it. So if that's the case, then I will just order stuff using the bill me option and then use the reader service to pay with my Visa debit. So like I said, I will report back. But so the way the bill me option works is that they send you the invoice in your package, you pay it, and then once you've paid it, then they will allow you to reorder. That's only for your first order. After your first order, from my understanding, as long as you don't have like 5 outstanding balances that you haven't paid, I don't know how it works, but as long as you pay it, once you've done your first one, like if tomorrow I want to place another order, I could, and then the next day I could as well, you know, even though I have an outstanding balance in a way. Do you guys know what I'm saying? So anyway, all that discussion, sorry, I wanted to get a few things off my chest that were kind of driving me bonkers, but let's get into the unboxing. So like I said, there might be one book in here that I cannot open, or that I cannot show you guys, because I'm not absolutely certain, but I think I may have ordered the October book that you guys picked for the 40 Years of Harlequin project. If I did, I'm going to put it to the side, and I'm not going to show you guys until that video comes out. So the other thing, there is one book in this box, you guys. One book. I think they need to get like envelopes, padded envelopes. Yes, so this was my freebie. $0. I saw this. Now you guys might know if you've been watching me for a while. I do not typically read the medical romance line from Harlequin because medical to me is not sexy. I never got into the show Grey's Anatomy. I never got into ER. None of those medical dramas did I have any interest in. I think because I spent so much time in hospital as a kid that they are not fun places. They are not places that I would think to look for romance. So, and especially if they get a little too medical, I don't like it. It actually gives me anxiety, to be completely honest. When you've been through as many medical treatments as I have, stuff like that can be anxiety inducing. But I happened upon this one as I was looking at something else on the website, and I'm like, okay, what's this one about? And this book takes place in Antarctica, you guys. Doesn't that sound neat? And it's called His Surgeon Under the Southern Lights by Robin Gianni, excuse me? Doctors Under the Stars. I think this is book number 1. So yeah, so I'm super excited about this one. I am really looking forward to reading it. A book set in Antarctica. Doesn't that sound neat? I'm more excited about the location. And again, guys, it's large print. How can you not love that? So I will get to this one eventually. But yeah, I don't know. This sounds really, really good. So I'm totally interested in it. And I used my points to get this one for free. I think it's 5,000 points for a free ebook, or a free print book, excuse me. So now on to the big package of stuffs. So let's check this one out. My handy dandy scissors. This is very exciting, isn't it? I think it is. It's kind of a fun way to end the vlog. I was not expecting this at all. I thought, oh, the books are going to arrive later this week and I would open them on my Friday reads, but this is kind of special. So, We have 6 books in here. Ooh, super exciting. So some of these you might recognize as ones that were actually picked from my Harlequin Anticipated Reads video. But the ones I'm going to show you are the ones that were not the winner. So the first one is Cinderella's Prince Under the Mistletoe by Cara Coulter. So yes, you guys probably remember me talking about this one. I just love that cover. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, again, another large print. These ones, the medical romance ones, and I think there might be one more line that you can only buy in print book in the large print format, which is perfectly fine by me. Make them all large print as far as I'm concerned. I'm perfectly fine with that. If it makes it easier for people who have limited vision to be able to read. The next one is one that I mentioned in a Harlequin Anticipated Reads. This would have been August's, for the books coming out in August. This one wasn't picked, but I was still super stoked about reading it, so I had to go ahead and pick it up, and they still had it. And it's First Responder on Call by Melinda D. Lorenzo. And this is the one about a EMT. So yes, I am very excited about reading this one. It's a standalone, I believe. Yes, it is a standalone. So yeah, I am super, super excited. Like look at the difference in the print size. Make a large print. That would be totally acceptable to me. These are longer too. These are like just shy of 300 pages. 280. Wow. These have gotten a bit longer. That's awesome. That's super awesome. I like that. Next up we have another one that I mentioned in my Harlequin Anticipated Reads. This is the one for Steve. Steve, if you're watching this, because he put in the comments, he says something about as much as he loves Regency, he picked a different book. But this is the one that he would normally have picked because he loves his Regency romance. And this is Invitation to a Cornish Christmas by Marguerite Kay and Brownwyn Scott. So it's a little holiday anthology from Harlequin Historical. 2 little short stories. Super excited about reading this one. It's a Christmas one. Oh, this one will be so, so good. Next up, we have another holiday book. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I guess, guys, I did not pick it up. So I have to buy that one separately. So that'll be cool. The next one, excuse me, is Christmas Seduction by Jessica Lemon. Harlequin Desire novel. I love this cover. I don't think I mentioned it when I was doing the video. But, like, she's totally about to lip lock with that guy. And she is much more interested in that ring on her finger. I think that's kind of adorable. And her dress is super pretty, too. And that Christmas tree, oh, that looks lovely. You know, like, I picked up some of these Christmassy ones, and I'm thinking I might see if I can get to them in December. We shall see. Next up that I have here is a Harlequin Intrigue, and this is Marshall on a Mission by Rashia Keeney. This was another one that was in my Anticipated Reads. Very excited about this one. Yes. Again, buy 3, get 3 free. How could I say no? I will tell you guys, the 6 books that I bought were less than $25. Like, that's really, really good. Really good. Whoops, they're all going to fall over. And the last one that I picked up is The Maverick Secret Baby by Terry Wilson. This is Montana Maverick's 6 Brides for 6 Brothers series. This was not part of my Anticipated Reads, but it has got a pumpkin on the cover. So I might try and fit this one into my November reads. We shall see. But anyway, guys, that is really it for the unboxing. Oh, here's my lovely invoice. I will have to go ahead and pay that. Again, I will report back and let you guys know how it worked out. Does it say here? Thank you for your order. Payment is due upon receipt. Oh, I'm sorry. I lied. Oh, no, I didn't. The amount, $25.10, you guys. That's it. For 6 books. Canadian. That's not bad at all. So anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, so reading update. This is a reading vlog. In a way, I met my goal. Because I didn't have a time goal or anything like that. But I got to all the parts that I wanted to get to in my books this weekend. I'm about 70% of the way through Autumn Alibi by Jennifer David Hess, excuse me. I will finish that one tomorrow. Tomorrow's the last day of the month, so I've got to finish that book. And then the other one that I'm going to be finishing tomorrow is Christmas from the Heart by Sheila Robertson, which is my current audiobook. And I'm enjoying that one. I have some thoughts about it, but I don't know if there's anything I really want to talk about just yet. Essentially that one, and I think I talked about that one in my Friday reads, and I'll probably be talking about it again on Sunday, like when I do my review for it. But it's essentially about a woman who runs a a charity, and their biggest contributor can't contribute this year, and she's considering him to be a Scrooge. And then they meet up, and she doesn't know who he is, but he kind of figures out who she is. So he's kind of lying about who he is, and a relationship starts between the two of them, and the story kind of goes from there. So, you know, it's one of those heartwarming Christmas stories. But I have a few thoughts that I'm not absolutely loving the main character, like our female lead Livy right now. But I will, of course, let you guys know in my Sunday, next Sunday when I do my weekly reviews. But anyway, guys, I'm off to pay my bill. And again, I will be back in just a minute and report back and let you guys know if it worked. So I'll be right back. Coming to you quickly from the Star Wars room with an update. No, I was unable to use my Visa debit on the Raiders Services website. So I think what I'm going to do is when Garrett gets paid on Thursday, because you've got 5 days to pay it, is on Thursday, I am going to go and grab one of those not prepaid Visa cards, but the ones that you can preload or reloadable Visa cards. I'm going to go get one of those, and then that's just what I'm going to have to do for now until they can figure their stuff out over at Harlequin and get PayPal, because it would be so much better. But yeah, so anyway, so that was just the update. I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope you enjoyed the Create Your Own Readathon this weekend. I hope you enjoyed the vlog, and I'll talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, guys.